All right. What's going on? Nielson Show Part 2. We got 13 minutes left until 9 o'clock. I think we are back at Conch just because. Yeah.
Are you still employed? I'm still employed.
We're all still here. We're all still here.
So that's
quick
good.
update on what happened. There was a power bump, which for the first time since we launched Edmonton Sports Talk, like everything flickered, the TV went off, and the power killed the internet. Then it fired back up. We had to wait for the internet to reload.
It's wild.
So you know what's interesting from a power perspective? Hey, and if you're watching right now on Part 2, hammer the thumbs up. Maddie, you're going to reschedule the Hangout show, so we're good to go? Okay, Hangout's coming up here at 9 o'clock. We'll get to the wrap for William Huff and everything. Gager, we love you. We missed Gager. No, that's okay. We got only.
He's still pausing on that thought, hey?
Yeah. Gager's still sitting there being like, "Oh, here's what I thought about Skinner." So we lost Gager's segment. Brought to you by Pro-Am Sports. I did mention a little bit earlier on what they got going on over there at Pro-Am right now. Gear up for game day with Oilers Adidas jerseys, on ice name and number sewing. Trevor, we back up on TuneIn and iHeart and everything right now as well. Okay, perfect. Visit them today, corner of 128th Ave, St. Albert Trail, or online at proamsports.ca.
Where were you during the power surge of April 30th?
Well, it's funny because we've got multiple options for the internet, but we've never thought about power bump. And now we've just dealt with that
I thought
first
about it
power
the
bump.
odd time. Well, we were getting
Did you? Yeah.
Sometimes it's shower thoughts, right? You're sitting here
Yeah.
summer. What if there's a big storm? Like it happened at the old place, but they had generators upon generators stacked upon generators. It's not the case here. This is just like it's like somebody's house, right? You lose the power, you got to go.
Well,
through
now we got to go Spectrum Rental and rent a backup propane power generator.
Yes,
and then we'll just run the entire business on propane power, and we won't have to worry about power bumps anymore. Like there's always a fix. There's always a fix to these things, I think. 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. Spency 5 cents, he says, you mean you can't afford a diesel generator? Fergie's prostate's in there and says, they're back because the farmers need it. That's a good point. People need the wrap. I mean, that's one reason we are back. I wanted to talk a little bit about it. We were going to get into it before Gager. We'll get into it after Gager here. Our partners at Alley Cat and the 6 o'clocker lager. Like we know the cans are moving extremely well. But some of the other things that we're hearing about the 6 o'clocker lager, absolutely insane as well. And Alley Cat rolls out, obviously, a great list of beers. Apricot, I always got a few apricots in the Nielson household. I usually say for like when people come over, but let's be honest, they're just for me.
the good stuff.
Yeah, they're just for me.
But it's nice. You get the can. You get all the artwork on the can, which is nice. We love it. It's a tall boy. But killing it out of the keg has the 6 o'clocker lager been, hey?
Well, that's what's kind of even more exciting. Like the cans are moving like crazy. They're on special right now at all Sobeys and Safeway liquor locations. $12.99 for a 4-pack tall boys 6 o'clocker lagers. People try them and they're like, oh, they're absolutely delicious, and they are. I mean, you're gonna love them. But Potts Bar and Grill out in Fort Sask has now gone through 1,000 liters, which he said worked out to about 1,690 pints.
It's a huge number.
So that's moving well. Yesterday, we know it's on tap at Mr. Mike's up on 137th Ave. We know they've got the cans at Hudson's. We know it's on tap at Shamrock.
Yeah, Shamrock Curling Club.
Okay, and then yesterday, Clay texted in during the oil stream and said he now has the 6 o'clocker lager on tap at Brown's in St. Albert. And he said he put it up this week and they're ready for another one.
I like that.
And he said usually they go through like one keg of Bud Light a month. And then their house lager, they go through 2 a week. And the 6 o'clocker lager they put up in less than a week, it's gone.
If I was in the Anheuser or Busch families, I'd be shaking a bit in my boots right now, knowing that that's on the...
You think so?
You know, and the Bud Lights and the
I
Buds,
would be pretty worried.
They sit comfortably down there. Yeah, 6 o'clocker lager boy on the block here, and all of a sudden selling multiple kegs and thousands of liters.
Once you have one,
well, that's
if it doesn't become your go-to lager,
I have questions.
It gets into your rotation. It's in your starting rotation.
Okay, yeah.
Like if you have 5 starters, baseball style, 6 o'clocker lager. Once you try one, it's at worst the number 3 guy. It's the lefty that you're throwing in there just to mix it up a little bit.
Tall, dominating off the mound.
Yeah. So shout out if you have 6 o'clocker lager on tap or you have it available at your place, and we don't know about it yet. Let us know because we will proudly promote it and our partners at Alley Cat. 780-218-9999. In fact, Alley Cat yesterday got me in touch with another business who's reaching out to maybe do some work with us as well. So we were always kind of away from the business side of it at the old place. It was just like, be on the air, you monkeys. And we're like, okay, well, we'll do the things for you. This is great. But we never got to see the connections and like network with business people on their side. And turns out if you do business with good people, that'll lead to more business with good people. And it's a really fun time.
After your on-air responsibilities here at EST, you get into a suit and go selling all afternoon, right? Door to door. Salesman, programmer.
Yeah.
Host.
You get it all taken care of.
The whole bit.
Haas texts in and says, guys, I lost signal for an hour or so. Did you get my check-in? Haas, how'd you lose signal for an hour? That's more of, the show was fine till the power bump. So I don't know.
Did you get the check-in? Like 6 o'clock?
Yeah,
well,
it was,
living in the past, man.
That's weird. 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. Yeah, Great Outdoors Comedy Festival. Look at Matty Iwanek over here. Great Outdoors Comedy Festival also announced that Alley Cat is the official beer of that. And the 6 o'clocker lager will be one of the beers available at the Great Outdoor Comedy Fest, which has a great lineup. We're going to be giving away some VIP table stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we teamed up with Alley Cat. They made a pitch to become the presenting beer sponsor of the Great Outdoors Comedy Festival. They got it. And the 6 o'clocker lager is going to be available there. And that's going to move extremely well.
And at the St. Albert Rugby Club is Fergie's prostate.
Yes, of course.
Well.
St.
So
Albert
you
Rugby
just
Club
keep it
too,
going.
Yeah, I mean, but if you have it anywhere, let us know. 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. All right, let's get into the wrap for William Huff. If you want your place to look as good as ours, get it done at William Huff. Go see Bruce and the team. I never even knew you could do this to a wall. And now we've got it done at 3 walls.
And those Oilers banners, they're publicly displayed just off White Avenue, big in the park, big stands and everything. I mean, they are decorating the city.
They got the banners. They got the bigger banners. They got the mid-sized banners. They've got the decals for your vehicles and for your business windows. Trev, throw up William Huff here as we get into the wrap. We got the stickers you can get as well. Actually, I should put these at the front.
The farmers need it.
Let's put these at the front for the farmers.
Farmers need it.
They're getting their rain. They're getting their Oilers stickers. You can find that obviously at William Huff as well. WilliamHuff.com. It is the wrap. Lieutenant Eric, what did we learn on the show today, buddy?
The Jacksonville Jaguars cutting Zay Jones.
Good.
I think
I don't
maybe
wanna,
you have a take
like,
of this. I know Lock Shop and Fantasy and all that. I mean, is there a...
I'm not major anti-Zay Jones guy.
Yeah.
That's not what this is about. But I've already got some Brian Thomas stocks in my best ball drafts.
It's a long play.
And Christian Kirk. So we don't need Zay Jones lurking around here.
Goodbye, Zay.
So see you later. Yeah. So that's good. We also learned that Marshall Ferguson is not sold on DeBlanco as the number one guy for the Edmonton Elks.
You know, I like Marshall being the contrarian, and he backs it up with his work. But some outstanding draft coverage at CFL.ca, and he has a few options there as well, which I don't mind. Even going receiver this morning with us, but great stuff. It adds to the intrigue tonight. I did pass you the note.
We'll open this tomorrow morning and see.
Conveniently shaped in the province of Alberta as I ripped it out of my...
it actually is.
Hey, kind of like...
It
on
is
the flip
just
side,
like
I didn't need it.
That's good. I learned today that power bumps can cause issues.
Yeah, we're calling it a power bump, right? Not
well,
an
it
outage.
was because
It wasn't a full
the
outage.
lights quickly blinked off. Thought I stroked out for a second.
Yeah.
But then when the TV went off, I was like, "Oh, power bump."
That was the tell. Yeah.
Now, I don't know if it's because of like weather or rolling, whatever. However, I will say this: I was trying to have a nap in my truck yesterday between shows. And I saw a guy pull up on the right side of the street, get out, walk over, and he had one of those trucks that had like the bigger back where you could store stuff in it. Got out of his truck. I didn't tell you this, even after the power. Got out of his truck, walked over, and there's like an old wooden power pole right outside here. And he just stood there and looked at it. And then when he walked back to his truck, I said, "Boy, I hope they don't mess with our power." And then today,
Did you say that to the man?
I said that to myself. Okay. In my mind. I didn't say it out loud, sit in my truck because that'd be weird. But in my mind, I was like, man, I hope they don't mess with our power. And then today, small power bump. So who knows? We're going to have to get a camera on the leaning power pole outside the building.
Just stared it down.
Yeah. So that's what we learned on the show today.
Staring at power poles.
Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it?
Snowing here on the south side, somebody texted.
Man, it's snowing here right now. Yeah. It's snowing here too. It's snowing on the outside here, outside the building. Yeah. It's snowing right now. So we'll get to that. as we work our way through the wrap this morning. The power bump must have done something to my computer.
What?
Because
Well, we'll all remember this day, hey?
hang on a second.
Final April
No, I gotta
2024.
I want to get to sound of the day
power
today.
bump. Is it a surge? What's a power surge? Is that different than
I
a
don't
bump?
know. Could it be a surge?
Is it? Are we
Maybe
on a
that's
full
good
surge?
news. Maybe our power's better now.
You get a bump.
Matty, what?
Power outage.
Oh, Matty's got the area here on his phone.
This is us right here.
We're just on the
No!
outskirts. Come on, that's
on the
Just
outside.
on the
BS.
outskirts.
And this one,
So is that like a continue? Like there's a
its
bunch.
estimated restoration is 12:30. There's a pole fire.
a pole fire.
So we just dodged the pole fire.
And you saw the
Well,
arsonist.
we're on the
You're a witness.
That might have been the guy.
we're on the outside of this, so it might still impact
A
us.
pole fire.
All right, so fingers crossed.
a fire in this.
Fingers crossed on the hangout at the lock shop and two guys
Amazing.
today. Matty, you sure are good at tracking down maps about power outages.
And we're outside the border.
God, that's real
Yeah,
nice.
core. Surveyor Brett, where are you?
All right, let's get to your sound of the day. I don't know if I'll be able to run this back
Oh, we're rattled here.
as well as I did
It's
as I
okay.
did earlier, but I want to take another run at it to see if we can nail it again.
I think I know what you're doing here.
Yeah. Let me
okay,
see
yeah,
here.
yeah.
You know what I'm doing.
You hit
Right?
really
Did
good
it,
at the
did it
end.
not go
you
really
stepped
well
off
there?
that jet.
This
yeah.
is how we wrap up a show that's been interrupted by a fire on a power pole today. Unbelievable.
I'm your huckleberry.
How dude.
I'm your huckleberry.
How dude.
No!
I'm your huckleberry.
How dude. How dude. That is a hell of a thing for you to say to me.
I'm your huckleberry.
How dude.
Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
You tell him I'm coming! And hell's coming with me, you hear? Hell's coming with me! That's not bad, right? That's not bad.
I really like that.
That's your sound of the day right there. That's 60 seconds
Little Creed mix.
of a Creed Higher remix that was sent in by one of our listeners, and I'm live mixing Tombstone Tuesday clips right over the top of it. Woo! Woo! Big Slam Nusty says, Dusty needs to do weddings. But it's just that.
Sure, yeah.
All I do is I come in, I play Higher, listener version,
Yeah.
Tombstone clips, 80 seconds, and then I'm out.
And while
I'm
people
gone.
are doing the speeches, you
I'm
have
gone.
the yeah, like anytime a joke, it's just everybody looks to the corner, you just hit the button, and yeah.
Hey, the best man's up there and says, do I think that these two are meant to be together? And I'm like, no.
You can't help yourself, right?
Husband and wife are up there, and
Who rented this guy?
he goes, I knew the moment I saw her that she was the love of my life.
That is a hell of a thing for you to say to me.
You're being compared to DJ Glenn at Ezzy's, so
Cool.
no, it's heady company.
Working on
here.
that for a while.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to your text of the day today for A and W. You want to treat yourself to a ice little treat? Little pick me up year round? A&W's iced cold brew and iced lattes. When it's 20 degrees out, they're perfect to take on the go. Sunny walk in the park. Try the new ice cold brew and iced latte for yourself. Participating. A&W Brew Bar locations. Got to go with this one. Kind of had me laughing after after the message from Atif in the nasty chat.
Man.
Kevin, you got it, Kevin. Kevin, congratulations. You win text of the day.
I'd love to give to Atif if he would have
Yeah.
just simply
I
texted
know,
that in.
I know.
He would have.
Atif, come on, man. Kevin, let out my son because the farmers need it. Oh, that's good.
Great stack.
That's good. Well done. Atif, thanks for providing the fuel for something like that.
Yeah.
And Kevin nails it.
Maybe Kevin
Let out-
takes Atif out for a lunch.
Maybe you guys go together, get some of those stackers that are over at A&W. Let out my son because the farmers need it. What are you watching tonight, buddy? Who are you watching get eliminated tonight?
Exactly. Well, I gave my rundown earlier. It was the how did this go again? Leafs, yeah, they're done. Islanders, yeah, they're done. Jets, I paused on that. Probably done. then the Preds surviving and forcing it. They got to get another game down to Nashville at least. Hey, I mean,
Plus 102,
give those
cool bet
fans something
hotline
down
of the
there.
day. Nashville Predators. Let's roll with the road dog tonight.
What do you got though?
Down
Like, I
in
mean, I know
Vancouver.
you have more in the lock shop, but just
Well, we're
quickly,
going to watch
how many-
episode 3 of Follow tonight.
3. You were telling me about this show before you left for that week.
I know.
Now I'm finished it, and you're
Well,
still on 3. I love it.
Look, Tam and I want to watch it together.
Yeah.
We just don't have a ton of time together to watch shows, so we're doing Fallout tonight.
It goes now to some weird places.
Does it?
And a season 2, I think, announced as well.
Yeah. Season
that's
2 is locked in. It's good
brilliant.
to go, so we'll be watching that. That's going to do it from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio today. If you're looking for something for lunch, crispy chicken buffalo wrap and the buffalo poutine now available at all of your Popeyes locations. We'll be back in the Popeyes studio tomorrow morning with the Nielsen show. If that power outage that we're just on the
surge.
outside of does not impact us the rest of the day, we've got the hangout coming up from 9 to 11. We've got the lock shop at 11, setting up 4 huge games tonight in the National Hockey League. Very interested to see where Huss is at on Winnipeg, either staying alive or being eliminated tonight. Then 2 guys in the goal league, myself, Cass, and Gage, who got cut off mid-power bump.
He's still pausing on that thought, and but I'll talk to you in the barn later this morning. Maybe.
Yes. New episode of Achy Breaky coming your way a little bit later on today as well. For you two, Trev and Lieutenant Eric, I am Dustin Nielsen. Sorry about the power outage. Whoever set that pole on fire is a real dickhead.
You saw him.
Have a great day. Take it easy.